Hi guys, happy Friday. My name is Lindsey and I am the At Your Table manager for Plano, Texas. Today I have made a little bit of a different chef table video. I haven't been in the mood to cook, so I decided to make a little canned soup review. I personally really love canned soup. It's so easy and simple. All you gotta do is throw it in the microwave, be done with it. So I thought I would share some of my reviews. I did specifically tomato soup because that is my favorite soup. So for this video, I'll give you some reviews on some soups you can find in your local grocery store. Usually we start off with a safety moment. This time I wanted to kind of start off with a meal prep tip, I guess you could say. When I don't know about y'all, but when I think of meal prepping, I think of a lot of work and fresh foods and cutting and dicing and all that stuff. When in reality, meal prepping could be as simple as a can of soup. Always keep that in mind. You know, you can make it as simple or hard as you please. I know I love a good meal, but I also love a simple meal when it comes down to it. So I'm going to give it away to Jennifer. She's going to play my video. I hope y'all enjoy.
My name is Lindsey, and I am the At Your Table manager for Intuit Plano. Today we're going to be going through all the canned soups. Lately it's been a little chilly here in Texas, so I've been into buying canned soup. It's just super easy, so I thought I would share some of my favorites with you. More specifically, we'll be going through tomato soup. One of my favorite soups. Obviously, making it fresh is always better, but when you don't have a whole lot of time or it's just yourself, I like to just pull out a can, throw it in the stove, be done with it, have a great meal. I have been trying out these soups for the last 2 to 3 weeks. You know, when I have time, I try and make them, give you a review, so the lighting may be a little funky in some of my videos. I do try to make them at lunch, that way you can see clearly what I'm doing, but like I said, I made a few for dinner, so it might be a little dark. With that being said, I'm super excited to show you, give you some reviews, maybe show you a new soup. Let's get started. Soup, we have the Progresso tomato basil soup. Here's a picture of it, the packaging. Just by the picture here, I mean, it looks pretty good. It does say it is gluten-free, no artificial flavors, half a cup of vegetables per serving. Love it, we always need more vegetables in our lives. Here it says no colors from artificial sources. Awesome, another good thing. This one does say it's gluten-free, does contain soy. It says stovetop, heat in a saucepan until heated up, all done. Or in a microwave, you can heat in covered microwavable bowl on high for 2 to 4 minutes. It does say leave in the microwave for a minute, refrigerate leftovers. So this is a pretty big can. It does say 2 servings per container, serving size 1 cup. So there are 2 cups in here. That's probably the biggest can I've gotten since doing this, but I am excited to try it. I have had the Progresso soup before. I'm sure everyone has as well, but I'm gonna go heat this up and I'll be back. Heated it up. I am back. I have my bowl of soup right down here. I did just take a little bite of it. I couldn't wait. I forgot to turn on the camera. I do really like this one. I have to say it is a bit different than the other ones. I like that you can see the little bits of basil in there. One thing that really stands out to me in this one is that it is salty. I personally love salt. I put salt on everything. I can eat half a thing of salt, no problem. It's really bad. But this one is a bit saltier than the other ones, and it's not as sweet. I do like that. I don't like things to be too sweet, but I do enjoy this one. You can see the basil, you can taste the salt. I'm gonna have to give this one about a 7. It's definitely up there on taste-wise. Another thing to add is this one isn't super creamy. I do like a more creamier tomato soup, but I mean, it's not watery either. It's kind of that perfect in between texture, I guess you could say. I really didn't mind it at all. Like I said, I like that it was salty, had the basil in it, but I do wish it was a bit creamier. Not mad, you know, if you're looking for a big meal, there's 2 servings, you can make the whole can, or you know, you can save the rest for later as long as you refrigerate it. So for this next tomato soup that we will be trying today, I have with me right here Annie's homegrown organic creamy tomato and bunny pasta soup. Wow, is that a mouthful to say? This one says it's certified organic, is made with goodness, no artificial flavors, synthetic colors, or preservatives, no high fructose corn syrup, and then half a cup of vegetables per serving. Lots of big words to read off right in a row. Another thing it says, they have this little bunny. It's kind of like their little mascot. It says meet Bernie. He's a little cutie. I think this is geared towards children, but it says tomato soup, so I'm gonna try it. So for the directions for the Annie's creamy tomato soup, it says right here, you can heat it on your stovetop, or also you can do it in a microwave, loosely covered on high for about 1.5 to 3 minutes. Let it stand for a minute and then enjoy. With all that being said, I'm gonna go heat this up and I will be right back. So I got my bowl all heated up. I got a little bit, didn't want to grab too much because I'm not that hungry, but take the first bite and there is a specific taste. I couldn't put my finger on it. I sat here, looked it up, and I finally found it. I'm not gonna lie, this tastes exactly like SpaghettiOs. I'm not sure if any of y'all have ever had it. I had it a lot growing up, but that's what this reminds me of, a lot of SpaghettiOs. I'm not sure if it's the pasta involved with the tomato soup. I mean, that could be the whole reason it tastes like that, but obviously I do like SpaghettiOs. I haven't had them in a long time, but I'm not mad at the taste. It's not, I probably wouldn't eat it again. I think I'm gonna give this probably about a 5 out of 10. Again, you know, I think this is geared more towards children, so maybe that's why the pasta and the fun shapes and all that. What I mean by fun shapes is, I think you can see it, I'll show a video here. They have like little carrots and bunnies that are shaped as the pasta. So it is a really cute and fun can of soup. But for me and my personal likings, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Another thing I'd like to mention about this Annie's tomato soup, it was a bit sweet to me. Definitely, I had to put a little bit of salt in it, but also if tomato soup's a little too sweet, you could also put a little bit of lemon to try and cut out of some of that sugar. That's kind of a fun tip I learned the other day. Wanted to share with y'all. So just finished this up. I think I'm ready to try the next one. So here today we have the Campbell's tomato condensed soup. It's a label. I know I used to eat this one all the time growing up with saltine crackers at my grandma's house, so I do really love this one. Brings back a lot of memories. It says on the back here, you know, there's about 2.5 servings per container. Serving size is about half a cup. This is one of the smaller cans that I have gotten. The directions on the back say you mix the soup with 1 can of water. Or if you like creamier soup, which I do, you can mix it with 1 can of milk. So just one of these cans. The directions also say microwave on high for 2.5 to 3 minutes in covered microwavable bowl. Let it stand for 1 minute and then stir. Or if you want to use the stove, you can also do that and just heat it up, stirring it occasionally. Again, you know, growing up, I used to always eat this one, so I'm definitely excited to have a little taste of my childhood back. Give me a minute to heat this up and I'll be back. Campbell's tomato soup. I just heated it up on the stove. I decided I'm going to heat them all up on the stove. That way the experiment is all neutral. stirred it up, heated up. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of my bowl, but it was definitely a little hot. Tried to take a taste earlier, kind of burned my tongue off. So it's just cooled down enough. I think it's time for the first try. Okay, so I'm back with another tomato soup, another canned tomato soup. This one is Campbell's as well. It is the Well Yes tomato and sweet basil soup. Just a few things that it says on the can. It says it has 85% of the daily veggies per can. That sounds pretty good to me. It is vegetarian. I don't think the other Campbell soup said it was vegetarian. No artificial flavors, no artificial colors. It has a picture of what it's supposed to look like on there. That's awesome. It says the serving size is 1 can. Preparation is easy. So for the directions, it says here, you can either use your stovetop, obviously. The other one said that as well. Pour into saucepan, heat, stir, and enjoy. If you want to microwave it, it just says to heat in a covered microwavable serving bowl on high for 2.5 to 3 minutes. Let the soup sit in the microwave for 1 minute. Carefully remove and stir. I know we're seeing a trend in the directions for all these tomato soups, but like to read them out just to let y'all know what I'm doing. Give me a minute, I'll make some and I'll be back. One thing I do have to say about this can, it's pretty. The marketing's very pretty. The pictures of the tomatoes and the basil, all the words, all the fonts on the back, the picture, the wording around it, is very pretty. It caught my eye right when I went to the grocery store. I had to try it. I've had soups from this brand before, and I really enjoyed them, so I'm excited to taste it. Soup over the stove like the last soup. I mentioned I'm going to be making all the soups the same, that way the trial goes well. I heat up all of them over the stove. This one did not particularly need anything. I know the last Campbell's soup I added some milk to it to make it a little more creamier. The color was super light. This one says you don't need to add anything. That is very good. You can definitely taste the basil, which is very surprising right off the first bite. That's really good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised right now. This one I would definitely rate taste-wise. It has to be up there. I'm gonna give this one an 8. I really enjoy this one. It's very creamy. I didn't have to add anything to it. I can just put it on the stove, put it in the microwave, be done, have a whole bowl of soup. Yeah, I give this one an 8. Okay guys, I just had to show you. I took a few bites. I don't know if it was that great. I don't know if y'all can tell. It was amazing. I finished off the whole can of soup. Usually it's hard for me to finish up cans of soups. It's just a little heavy, but this one was so good. You could really taste the basil, the sweet basil in particular. I know I already gave my rating, but it might be a little higher. I don't know, after finishing off the whole thing. I really enjoyed it. Let's check out the next one. Last but certainly not least, I have the very last tomato soup that I will be reviewing. This one is from Pacific Foods. It is organic creamy tomato basil soup. It does say it's gluten-free and vegan. This is the first vegan one that I will be trying. On the back of this, it says, this vegan soup balances the tangy sweetness of organic tomatoes with the bright, savory notes of basil. A little garlic and onion round out the flavor and add depth to this classic taste of summer. On here it says it's low-fat, vegan, gluten-free, organic, which means no genetically engineered ingredients. Good, love to hear it. It says on here, to make it your own, it gives you a few things that you can do. You can add cilantro. It says you can use this as a base for your next lasagna, or add some curry to spice it up. That's kind of a nice little tip on the back there. And the next thing on here, the directions to heat it up. This is the last one, I promise. To heat, it says shake well, pour, heat until hot, stir, and enjoy. Obviously it says do not microwave this container. Pour it into a bowl. It does have a nice little screw top. This is 32 ounces, so this will last you a bit. Or you can make this for your whole family. I like the picture on the front. I mean, the packaging's really cute, looks really natural. Just has some facts on either side of the box. I am excited to try it. I know it is not a can, but I ran out of cans to try at my local grocery store, so I had to find something else to replace it. Let me go heat this up. Like always, I am going to heat it on the stove top, and then I'll be back. Here is a little close-up of the packaging. Sorry, it's kind of a little weird angle. The sun is shining right through my window, so I'm trying to get it without the glare. But it's cute. I like it. I love all the basil, the tomatoes around it. Very nice. I am back. I just heated up the Pacific Foods creamy tomato basil soup. Just heated up on the stove over there. I have to say this one looks super creamy. I am very excited. This is probably the creamiest one I have seen so far. I just gave it a taste. I can confirm it is the creamiest one. My mission here is complete. I have found my favorite tomato soup. This one is awesome. I do like, you can taste the basil in there. You can't see any of it. I'm hoping it's in there somewhere, but it is really good. Even though it is creamy, it is a bit light. It's kind of hard to explain. If you see this in any of your grocery stores or anything like that, I would definitely pick some up, try it out. I like that it's very diverse. You can use it in a lot of different recipes. I have to say I am excited to make a grilled cheese with this at some point. I think the creamy and the grilled cheese will really go together really well. I do like to eat my tomato soup with saltine crackers. One of my favorite things to do if I have them laying around, just to add some saltiness to it as well. This isn't too sweet, but it might be sweet for some people. Like I said, I do enjoy a more saltier flavor than sweet. But with that being said, I have to say I found my winner. It's not in a can, but it is in a box, and I'll take it. This one is a 10 out of 10 for me. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. I had a blast making it. Not gonna lie, I'm a little burnt out on tomato soup from the last week's, but I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all soon.
I hope y'all enjoyed the little reviews on all those soups. If you do see any of them in your grocery store, definitely pick them up. I had fun making this video, but like I said, I definitely am burnt out on soup at the moment. So if any of y'all have any favorite soups that I didn't try, let me know. I'm always in the market for a new soup. But other than that, does anyone have any questions? Doesn't look like that. I hope everyone has an awesome Friday, and I will see y'all soon.